Welcome to another episode of Dish It Out. I'm Tony Spatafora. Spring is in the air, and soon legs will be. We're celebrating today all the flavors of the season in our episode entitled Lucy Had a Little Lamb. We're going out on a lamb today with Auntie Lucy's recipe, with little Lucy watching at home, and in the wings, we actually have Lucy from Dallas, Miss Charlene Tilton, come to help us today. So, come hungry and get ready to taste a better life because we're gonna dish it out. How easy is this? Alright, so today on Dish It Out we have Little Lucy Had a Little Lamb. This is actually Auntie Lucy's recipe, my father's older sister, also known as Auntie Goosey, also known as Auntie Alibi, and hey, Auntie, can I borrow your car for prom? She would make this for the holidays. She would make it for Christmas, she would make it for the spring, at Easter, and you take a leg of lamb, score it, and then grace it with a little bit of garlic, pecorino romano, parsley, and we're going to serve this up with our Rockstar mashed cauliflower in lieu of potatoes. We bring it together with a little bit of chicken stock. We hit it with some cheese and some fresh rosemary on the end. It's nice and tasty. Speaking of tasty, we're going to compliment the lamb. Hello, lamb, you're so pretty today. With a wonderful cider vinegar mint sauce. So what we have for you today on Dish It Out is our lamb tip. Please don't confuse this with a cow tip. That's something you can do with your buddies in the woods. When you're in the market and you want to look the lamb over, look for a couple of things. Always check the date. You want to make sure that the lamb hasn't been loitering around in the market. You also want to get something that's going to feed about 3/4 of a pound per person. This lamb right here we have is 4 pounds. You want to look at the color of the lamb. You want to make sure that it's pink. You want to make sure that it's red. If it's been loitering, it's probably going to lose its color. It'll be more like a purple. It might be like a little bluish on there too, so you don't want that. You also want to look at the classification. This is USDA Prime. You want the Prime as it has a little bit more fat, taking care of all of that nice flavor we just said. What we do now is we gather up our ingredients in a little segment here at Dish It Out called Pantry Raid. We have honey, chicken stock, apple cider vinegar, pecorino romano. Fresh from Pantry Raid, we're back with the cheesy beginning of our next segment. Literally, pecorino romano. What we have here is about 1/4 cup cubed pecorino romano for the lamb. We also have about 1.5 tablespoons, almost 2 tablespoons speared garlic, not Brittany. And what we have over here is a little bit more of the pecorino romano for our Rockstar mashed cauliflower. So we're gonna get this going with a little turn of the wheel. Our next task at hand is we're going to take our cauliflower, which we're gonna steam in chicken stock, and make a nice Rockstar mashed cauliflower with this, and we'll add some herbs and some cheese. So let's get cooking. Oh, hello, neighbor. How we doing? Hi, ladies and gentlemen, star of TV and screen, Miss Charlene Tilton. How are you, dear?
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. So good to see you. What did you got in your little basket there, Dorothy?
Just get a basket, a little spring basket. We've got some Italian parsley, some rosemary,
Nice.
and some mint, some fresh mint that I just picked.
That's great.
So there you go, honey.
Well, thank you so much. It's nice of you to drop by today, and I'm sure you probably weren't expecting this, but how'd you like to give me a little hand?
I would love to. What are we doing
Which
today?
is really funny because if you look at her, she does have very tiny little hands.
But a big rock.
We're going to dress up our leg of lamb I was telling you about.
We're making lamb.
We are. Lucy had a little lamb.
Lucy had a little lamb.
So I'm going to put my little Miss Lucy over here.
And just pick out some of the parsley, right?
That's exactly right. Just take off some of the leaves.
Very good. Okay.
This is stuff I just picked up off the floor, really.
Okay. Cross-contamination. I know how you are about that. You don't like that stuff.
So you've heard of our reputation here at Dish It Out.
I've watched your show before, but you know, 5-second rule, or is it 3-second rule?
It is a 3-second rule. That's awesome. And you, I grew up with watching you. You're part of that amazing phenomenon.
Thank you.
There was the night that JR got shot.
Yes. I don't know. Parliament stopped. It was crazy. I don't know. But we really didn't know who shot JR until we saw it live with everybody else. So
that's just crazy. So we got our cauliflower all nice.
Okay, and how many?
You know, you're about halfway there.
Okay, are these too big?
No, they're perfect.
Oh, good. Now, what are we going to do with the parsley?
The parsley is going to go into the lamb with some garlic and some pecorino romano. So we got this going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into a pot. She went from Dallas to hee-haw like that, folks.
Anything about you?
So in lieu of our mashed potatoes, we got our Rockstar mashed cauliflower with about a cup of chicken stock. And then you just put this on medium-high heat for about 15 minutes.
And then you still continue to pick the parsley. He loves me. Yeah. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. I love to cook, but I've never cooked a lamb before. So I'm really excited to learn what you're doing with this and how to do this.
We're going to take our little knife. And this is really nice. This makes these little safety deposit boxes of flavor. I understand you're teaching audition technique.
Yes, I'm actually teaching 2 acting classes. I'm teaching at Actors with Autism, and I am loving it. Oh, I've got such a great, talented group of students there. And then I'm also teaching an acting class with my partner, Bob Rush,
that's really
who
cool.
is a theater artistic director at Sky Pilot Theater. And we're teaching an audition technique class, and you have to keep, it's like a muscle, like going to the gym. You have to work it out all the time. So, you know, stay in shape. Tilton Rush acting.
Just not one of those things, no matter how big you get, you can't send somebody else in to do it for you.
That's right, that's right.
Very nice indeed.
I'm bored. I want to do some of this.
Wow, okay.
I want to do the hard stuff, okay?
Cheese goes first.
All right. I'll pop it in.
And then follow it up with a garlic clove.
Okay. Uh-oh. It's not working.
So we're going to take Charlene's perfectly addressed leg of lamb. We're going to throw a little salt, pepper on it to flavor it, a little olive oil, and it goes into our 325-degree preheated oven. What we're going to do is we're going to cook it 20 minutes per pound. This is 3.5, close to 4 pounds of a roast.
Closer to 4.
Closer to 4 it is. So we'll go for 80 minutes. We couldn't have gotten Susan Powder, so we did it with Charlene Tilton. And we're going to let it go for 20 minutes, about 80 minutes total in the oven. And we're going to pull it out halfway and give it a splash of some fresh lemon juice. So I'm going to grab my cast iron.
Here we come on the run with the lamb on the bun.
Let's get a seasoning.
Okay, we're doing the salt.
Yep, here.
So what do I do?
Just sprinkle a nice generous amount of salt on it.
Now what, is this just regular table salt?
Kosher salt. I really like the texture for that.
I was going to say, I love it.
Yeah. And passing the torch, so to speak.
Oh my, woohoo! I love a parade. Don't give me props, honey.
Olive oil, right across the top. Give her a nice, give her a little love. There you go. Thank you, dear. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And about halfway, we're going to pull it out. We're going to hit it with some fresh lemon juice. And then right before we take her out of the oven, we're going to hit it with a little bit more lemon juice. So it's going to be tasty, tasty, nice, nice.
Let's make some sauce, baby.
All right, baby. You shake out the leaves from the shake. I mean, get the mint off the stem. Okay. About 3 tablespoons worth. And what we got here is we have apple cider vinegar. Also very good if you're ever sunburned. This is great to pour on your skin after a day at the beach. We're going to squeeze the bear.
Squeezing the bear? Okay.
Okay.
And then, wow, this is crazy. What do we do with this then?
We're just going to stir it up and then cover it and leave it alone for about a half an hour, and you got a fantastic little mint sauce. You
know what the smell of this? This always reminds me of dying Easter eggs, the smell of this vinegar. Oh, wow.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool. Good. Not in the fridge, just on room temperature.
Room temperature.
Okay.
All right, so do you want to break up a little rosemary?
That's what I live for, yes.
Break it on up, and we'll give it a little chop. We're going to make our mashed Rockstar cauliflower.
All right. So we're just breaking up this rosemary.
Mm-hmm. Mashed potatoes never was so easy, right? Oh, that smells like heaven. You know, rosemary is actually very good for the circulation. Pecorino Romano.
Okay. Yeah. I love to cook, but I hate chopping. Whip it up. Whip it good.
Get straight. Nah. Here, let's give you, my dear, a little tasty taste.
All right. Ooh. Oh, wow, that is good.
So this is done. Oh, you know what it's time for? We're going to give our lamb a little bit of juice.
All righty. Here we go.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Well done, well done.
Great.
That's amazing. What a great way to do cauliflower. And it's still really healthy because you've got
actually, yeah.
no butter, no sour cream, which I would have put all in there.
Yeah.
So
you got the Pecorino Romano, and like I said, if you want to go in the opposite direction, you can totally do this with goat cheese. It would be incredible. So, our lamb is just about at completion. We're going to pull that little baby out.
Oh.
I know. And it's going to follow us to school one day. Not so much.
Follow us into the oven, little lamb. Yeah. Beautiful.
All right, squeeze the other half of that lemon on there.
Okay.
Here we are.
Okay.
Okay. And you cut.
Oh my Lord.
It's a beautiful medium rare.
Is that normally how lamb should be cooked?
Absolutely.
Wow.
In my expectations.
So you just serve it with the garlic and everything right in
Sure
it.
do.
Oh, lovely.
Look at how nicely you studded this, my dear.
Thank you. This looks so good.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of your favorite here.
Yes, the mint sauce, absolutely.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. I know you're cooking, honey. I want to try this. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Tony Spatafora. This has been our spring edition of Dish It Out with our very wonderful co-host today, Miss Charlene Tilton. Thanks for coming down, darling.
Well, thank you for letting me dish it out with you and all of you out there. Mwah.
Wonderful. Tune in next time. We're going to be talking all about garlic, medicinal purposes. Got a great couple of recipes that we're going to play with. You'll need some of the items from your pantry you've already gotten in-house. And
That's
remember,
my favorite part, the pantry raid. I love it.
remember, if nobody likes garlic, if somebody doesn't like garlic, don't trust them. Thank you very much. I'm Tony Spatafora. I'm dished. I'm out. We're out of here.
Mwah.
How easy is